It is about 7:30 in the morning on Saturday, July 8th. It is the day of the Maritime Mega V. Behind me is the Fredericton water tower. I'm hoping to make this particular geocache our very first find in Fredericton. I think it's an appropriate one. Big landmark like this. Let's see if we can find it. Looks like a little geo trail there to me. And there it is. Oh, gonna get it out of these bushes where there are mosquitoes. Ah, too many mosquitoes in that bush. Dropping the logbook back in, and just Carlo pin as well. We're dropping that in there. All right, put it back. Let's go. There you have it, our very first geocache find in Fredericton. On to the next cache. Not in the tree. It's probably. Okay, what's next? It's the first one that I've ever found in a parking lot of a car dealership, and I'm glad that it's early on a Saturday when it's closed. There's the venue for this morning's Maritime Mega V. We'll get closer in a second. Okay, it is 8:30 and the venue is open for us to pick up our swag bag. Geocaching mega events are large-scale events that are attended by hundreds of geocachers who get together to share stories and tips, attend workshops. There's a lot of planned activities, and of course you can buy a lot of supplies too. I mean, check out these 3D printed containers. So cool. You know, we just had to bring some home with us. Now, when attending a mega, you have to make sure to sign the logbook, look at all those signatures on there, and usually at a mega, Signal the Frog shows up, so you gotta make sure you snap a selfie with him. And look who's here, all the way from BC as well. It is Jay from Land Monkey. And you guys had quite the adventure getting out here, didn't you?
We did, but our goal, well, we had multiple goals, but one of them was to go and find the Geocaching Capital of Canada Geotour and the associated Howler Wolf Geo Arc. So that was 4 days up in Northern Ontario, just having a blast, living van life. And I'm gonna have a video about that. So just what it's like to geocache as a van life. It's a whole different experience, man.
Amazing, amazing. Looking forward to that one.
All right.
Nice to see you, Jay.
Good to see you, buddy.
We had an adventure of our own getting here to the mega. We flew from Vancouver to Ottawa and then drove east through the Laurentians, hitting Quebec City before making it to Fredericton. We're gonna have a whole series of videos based on that journey, so you know the drill. Like and subscribe. We have arrived at the Capital Winter Club to check out the GPS Adventure Maze right through those doors behind me. Here we are. So this is the maze that they had in Abbotsford for Geo Woodstock, the Giga event. And we're seeing it again in a different context here in New Brunswick. I had the opportunity to attend peripheral events where I went geocaching with some folks from Nova Scotia, and the whole thing was capped off with a farewell breakfast the next morning where we got a chance to sit with East River, the gentleman who hid Canada's first geocache, and our friend Honda Girl 2006, who we met last year at Geo Woodstock in Abbotsford. You know, among all of the things that happened at the Mega, one of the most surprising, pleasantly surprising things that I was able to experience was a keynote from Graham Nickerson. Graham is the community inclusion liaison for the city of Fredericton, and he gave a presentation about the hidden histories of the Black community in Atlantic Canada. And in fact, he was integral in putting together a geotour about the hidden histories of the historic Black community in the Maritimes. The geotour highlights sites that are of historic value in the Black community, things like historic Black churches, honoring famous Black community members like Willie O'Ree, who was the first Black NHL player. All of these sites hold so much value and meaning to the Black community in the Maritimes. I had a chance to sit with Graham and ask him why geocaching was an appropriate format to tell these kinds of stories.
Why the platform of geocaching?
That's a good question. First of all, we have to confront the colonialism built into heritage, right? And museums have traditionally been symbols of colonial power. So now, how do you confront that? Well, when hopefully later on today, when you go to Salome's Well or Salome's Tub, that location, and I picked that one because it's fantastic. It's it personifies the beauty of geocaching, and that you can go into this region that's 20 minutes outside of Fredericton. Fantastic feature, and that's where the history happened. You can go and you can be right there, being in the place and touching the earth. And there is a feeling that I can only attribute to the ancestors. You feel it. You'll feel it. Like when I'm there and I see the water, and I know like my ancestors viewed this medium of water as the pathway back to Africa.
There is so much more to share from our conversation that it really does deserve its own video. I will say this though, that having Graham speak at the Mega event, to have a conversation with him, to have him contextualize the geotour really just gave it so much more meaning and impact for me. I had such a profound experience visiting Salome's Well, and as he said, like to feel the history in the earth. It was really an amazing experience, and such a profound one that I didn't think I would have. Honestly, didn't think I would have coming to this Mega event. And to be able to combine my own interests in migration and stories of settlement, stories of liberation, with this quirky hobby of geocaching really, to me, speaks to how geocaching can be more than just searching for containers out in the woods. It really can be a platform for place-based education. Who would have thought that we would have these moments of self-reflection? But wow, what an experience. And congratulations to all of the organizers. Thank you to all the volunteers who made all of it happen. There's probably more I could share about the Maritime Mega experience that I had, and I probably will in a future video. So I hope you can join me. And until then, happy caching.